fun-filled episode of The Pink Tank. Donita, give a wave, darling.
Hi!
Yay! And we are joined by one of our dashingly handsome friends from the United States, Jason, otherwise known as Stub.
Hello.
Hey, I'm here. Kern from California, always representing with the Pink Tank. Sometimes better to be late than never be there at all.
Today's rosé on this episode we are going to talk about is Kim Crawford. Let's all hold up our bottles. Here we are.
Yeah, so I already drank my bottle, and I'm not going to hold up an empty bottle, so sorry.
Now, this is a mass-produced, consumer favorite rosé, and I think that we would all agree that we all like sipping and enjoying a bit more unique, adventurous rosés. Sometimes accessibility is key, and it's a decision maker for us, right? So, what do you two think? What are you finding that you like and don't like? And go talk amongst yourselves.
I'll jump in. This one is interesting. It is like tasting a bit of Marlborough, like a Sauv Blanc to me. There's vegetal notes. The back label says watermelon and strawberry, and I'll be honest, I'm not getting any watermelon. I might get some older like fruit, like strawberries, but I'm getting kind of that tartness of gooseberry. I'm actually getting that little vegetal note of asparagus. It's that very slight note they usually get on Sauv Blanc. So to me, this is very terroir-driven rosé.
Ooh, Donita, I'm going to agree with you on the terroir and the earthiness of this, which was a little bit of a surprise for me because I haven't had this particular rosé of any vintage in a while. However, the back label does say watermelon. I always read the back label tasting notes after I actually taste a wine if I can avoid it. I do get the watermelon on this, but the earthiness with the watermelon for me is a bit of a surprise. However, as Christine said, this is super accessible, easy to find, and I'm guessing a lot of our non-wine friends would maybe gravitate towards this one.
Non-wine friends? Jesus, Stub, what kind of losers are you hanging out with, non-wine friends?
And it's such a popular brand, right?
Yes.
And you know, who wants to talk about what it's made with?
It's Merlot and Malbec.
Wow.
So two typically uncharacteristically great varieties for rosé, right?
Yes.
Like Malbec, not so much. Merlot, a little bit more.
Yes.
But yeah. And what do we think about the color?
The color is really nice. To me, I think that a consumer might go, oh, that's light. That's quite nice. That'll be like what I've had before. But to me, this is a very unique glass of wine.
So like even in my light, like it looks a little lighter in the glass than it does in the bottle.
Yes.
Even though it's clear glass bottle here, so we're getting no light refraction on that. But yeah, when you pour it in the glass, it looks like a light provincial rosé. So it looks nice in the glass. Look, for me personally,
but surprise, it's not.
If it's 100 degrees outside, I can sip this one and think it's amazing. I would also sip this with a brunch, especially if I'm doing if I'm going out when we can go out again for a brunch out and I'm doing some salmon off of the brunch menu. I'm totally going to pair this with that for me.
I do like the depth. I like the acid. The acid is there for sure. And one of my things that I always want to know about my rosé is how many grams of residual sugar is in there. And my research tells me that there's only 2 grams of residual sugar. So this is a very, very dry rosé, but it tastes not off dry at all, but there is so much juicy character in there that it's like for me, I did get the watermelon. I did get the stewed strawberry note, but there's also like an orange peel at the finish, and to me a little bit of that asparagus, yes, and cinnamon. So there's this like kind of forward and backside of this wine for me that's quite interesting. Yeah, and it's every liquor store has this, right? And this is the 2019 vintage.
So what's odd is my bottle ended up being 2 vintages older. You could definitely taste the age on it. It was starting to get those kind of burnt around the edges, older, crispier, meaty notes to it. Definitely on the drier side. but you could still pick out a lot of that strawberry, that cherry fruit. Not as much of the watermelon as you guys were talking about, and I couldn't quite hit the herbaceousness to it, but certainly serviceable for rosé. I can't complain. Rosé to me is pretty much solid across the board.
Jason, how much was it in your market?
It's about 13, $14, depending on where you get it. You can pay upwards of $15 for it here in the US, but yeah, somewhere between 12 and 14 is pretty reasonable, pretty average.
All right. And we're about 20, is that right, Dee?
I think it was just under 20.
Like 1999?
I don't remember. It was under 20. I just was told to pick it up, so I picked it up.
So yeah, I paid 16 for mine, but that was on sale. Typically it was going for both the 17 and the 18. I saw at $19 wholesale, or excuse me, retail.
It's a great look. This is a great wine for a party. If you're having a large gathering in the summer, which we shouldn't all be doing right now, but if you're having a party and you need multiple bottles of rosé,
Socially distanced.
this is a good one to pick, because wine people are going to know what it is and know why you picked it, and non-wine people are going to be okay drinking it all day.
Again, Stub, non-wine people aren't drinking wine. Get this through your noggin, bud.
Yes.
It's all good. I think it offers something different than people are usually having, so it's worth a try. See what everybody's palate likes.
That's right.
Yeah. So cheers, you guys.
Cheers. Thank you for joining today again. And we want to know if you've ever tried this before, friends that are watching. Have you tried this rosé? Did you love it? Did you not? What do you think?
Make comments below and make sure to like us and follow us and subscribe to our videos.
Yes, please.
Cheers.
Cheers.